What's up, guys? So for one of the projects that I'm working on, I manage a few different people, and one of the guys was texting me today telling me how uncomfortable he was, telling me how intimidated by the work he was, because he'd never done it before, he didn't know what he was doing, and he was scared he was going to mess it up. But I told him, it's completely okay to be intimidated. Actually, it's really the best thing you can possibly be, is to be intimidated. Because that means you're pushing yourself. That means you're doing something that you've never done before, or that you're not quite comfortable with yet. That means you're pushing your limits. You're testing what you can do. We should actually be scared of how far we're reaching, of how high we're aiming. Because in aiming that high and reaching that far, you might not actually reach that. You might not actually get to where you're reaching, but you'll actually end up a lot farther along or a lot higher than you ever would have otherwise. If you're completely comfortable doing something, you probably need to reevaluate your situation because you're probably not testing yourself like you need to be. If you're completely comfortable in doing something, you're probably settling for less than you can actually achieve. As soon as you hang up that phone with that girl or you schedule that meeting with that company, you should stop and look up and be like, holy crap, what did I just get myself into? You should actually be like, I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before, or I don't know if I can do this. I'm not saying to be ignorant. I'm just saying you should always be striving to push your limit, to push your boundaries of what's comfortable. I think it was Zig Ziglar who got called up by P&G and they asked him to do a talk and they were gonna pay him $10,000 to do it. And he said, oh yeah, of course. And when he hung up the phone, he just kind of stood there and he was like, holy crap, now I've got to make something worth $10,000. Because in agreeing to something that he'd never done before, he pushed his limits, he tested his boundaries, he made himself uncomfortable. Because he now had a new standard to reach. And by setting that new standard, he then had to become something greater. He had to become something more. So agree to something that you don't yet know how to do. Say yes to something that's going to make you uncomfortable. Constantly put yourself in sink or swim situations because by doing that, you're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to adapt, and you're going to become something more. Push your worth. Push what you think you can do. Get uncomfortable. Be intimidated. Yo. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't get to see last week's video, you can always check it out right around here. If there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to just comment down below. And if this wasn't the worst thing you saw today, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, or share it. Do whatever you want.